What did I just watch? Is this a Ferrari or is this a Razor? That is how you should be feeling as a consumer. That is why people are buying this product. What's up, everybody? We are back for another ad breakdown. And the last time we did this video, we had tons of engagement, people loving it, people hating it, people saying, thank you so much for breaking this down. I understand what's trying to be done. So I'm back, and here we go. I'm gonna go through, I'm gonna break down the elements that make it transactionally focused. But you have to make me a promise. And this promise is you leave your creative subjectivity to the side, you allow your creative biases to be washed away, because it isn't a matter of whether it looks good or not, or the quality of production is high or not. It's a matter of, does it drive revenue and does it make you money? With that, let's dig into it.
Our Banish oil comes out clear when you receive it in your package. This is what it will look like in 6 months. This means that the vitamin C has oxidized and it's not going to be as effective as fresh vitamin C. A lot of other vitamin C brands out there, they actually already color their vitamin C serums orange, like this one. And that's because they don't want you to know how long it's been in their warehouses for.
So many elements within this are perfect objection knocking, value prop highlighting, and edutainment. I know I'm gonna get a lot of asks and questions about this. I may or may not have just made this up with the Banish team. You guys are edutainment masters. What does this even mean? It's gonna be educational and it's also gonna entertain you, right? Let's exactly break down those elements of why I believe this is what it is. So you have in the first 5 seconds, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You have 6 different shots, potentially even 4 different buyer personas, different demographics, and racially diverse. That is very important, especially in the time that we are in right now. It's a major, major benefit. So now we're gonna get into, in the first 19 seconds, the educational element of it, which we get to see we potentially could elevate this with a little bit of text overlay, but the illustration is very clear as it's paired with the sound. Now, in the future, I would probably ask them, turn on your sound, or maybe a little bit of a graphic that goes like, hey, sound up.
Is what it will look like in 6 months. This means that the vitamin C has oxidized and it's not going to be as effective as fresh vitamin C.
Right there. Right before it gets into it, it tells you the oxidation, tells you the distance in which it's going. Then it hits you with the question at 50 seconds. Can you see the difference between the two? Clearly you can see the difference, and it's also highlighting what it is going into it.
A lot of other vitamin C brands out there, they actually already color.
Knocks the other brands that they're talking about. All in all, it highlights a major factor that some consumers might even be raising to the team, which now they're addressing in their ad, top of funnel, calling out, hey, your product will eventually turn a different color. What is that gonna do to the consumer? Is my product turning a different color? Do I need to re-up and buy a new one because maybe it's not as effective? Banish understands what they're doing here. Great ad, great execution. Let's get into the next one. How do you sell a product that's rather generic and has a large addressable market? You educate. You entertain, you mix in humor, you diversify. A team like Shine Armor diversified, and I can't wait to show you this ad.
Look, the way you wash and coat your car, you probably haven't even questioned what kind of chemicals your charities wash down with. Let's face it, most guys don't. Shine Armor is here to save you thousands while keeping your car protected against all elements. Dirt, dust, food, bird shit, rainwater, paint transfers, and scratches. Click the link below and get your bottle of Fortified Quick Coat today.
A lot going on there. You have 36 seconds to understand what's happening. Look beside the Christmas sale. That is not important here. Why I highlighted this is because they understand the demographic that they're speaking to. Now, I have a little bit of background in this space, automotive, selling shine, selling cleaning power. If you understand your demographic well enough, you understand the nuances of what they included here, especially with the words.
Look, the way you wash your...
The ad starts very quickly. You have 3 seconds and he's looking at you. You go, look, as he zooms right in. Great way to pull you in.
Coat your car.
Slam the bucket, a lot of personality coming through. Is that the right demographic? They know who their consumer is, they're speaking right to it.
You probably haven't even questioned what kind of chemicals your charity's washed down.
Brings the question up and highlights it. What is the chemicals? What is in your product? What are you putting on your car?
Let's face it, most guys don't. Shine Armor has created the most scientifically advanced 3-in-1 ceramic waterless wash, shine, and protect formula on the market. Shine Armor is...
They're showing you a split screen, or what we call a little bit of before and after, of how much better they are than the other competitors. Nice, well done, seamless, subtle, not aggressive.
Here to save you thousands while keeping your car protected against all elements. Dirt, dust, food, bird shit, rainwater, paint transfers, and scratches. Click.
All the things that actually are used from this product and all the things that you as a consumer might want to take it. It's a great ad. It leads itself well into potential remarketing, even some re-engagement audiences around the main value propositions that they talked about. I think they did a great job. If you need anything similar to this product, you should probably buy now. That's at least what they're hoping for. Now, Christmas sale, it's a little bit cheesy. Did you do it on purpose? Did you not? I don't know, but this ad doesn't need it, and I think it was good enough without it. Now, I just re-watched this ad before we're gonna talk about it, and I had a little bit of a self-debate, self-doubt, but I think you'll understand why once you watch it as well. Is this a top of funnel or is this a middle of funnel ad? Where they're running it currently, based off of the flow and the remarketing pool that I'm currently in, is I am on a second touch point, which is why I got this ad, and which is why I'm bringing it up to you guys today as a re-engagement, middle of funnel, warmer audience. It has a little bit of social proof that you're gonna see that's the main driver and the main highlight. Check this out. Why I believe it is a middle of the funnel highlight is because it's not really talking to many of the value propositions of the product itself until you get about 14 seconds in, which you'll see prevent, restore, and grow. They're highlighting majority of the actual testimonials and reviews, which is potentially supporting you on a couple of topics, whether it's karma doesn't really help you, best natural hair loss product out there. If that is the main thing that you need it for, I think they did a great job here. And you're gonna see the product. It's held up with the hand, very subtly. They have a nice little natural element to it, which is what? The leaves. They stick to their branding colors, and I think they did a fantastic job of highlighting a potential disclaimer as you're looking to buy this product, if you didn't buy it before off of their first ad. So I think if you're able to wrap a couple of these testimonials by showcasing the product in which they were viewing at, where I would put it in the funnel is they might have seen the whole skew of offers. Second, you might have chosen to a specific product page, potentially the Collective Laboratories activating serum, and then this is what the ad that you're gonna get as you're shopping around and as you're back on Facebook. I think it was a great re-engagement ad. Good job, team. Let's check out my other ones. Now, you're gonna be very familiar with this brand. We've already talked about it on the last video I did, but they just get it. They do it exactly right, and they understand transactional content when they're highlighting the value prop over and over, not in a pushy way, but in a way that you're really interested in. Watch this.
Can you feel it?
28 seconds of pure value pop, reiteration, and main highlight pointing machine washability, waterproofness. That's it. That's the main takeaway, but there's a story woven all the way through of their main buyer persona, which is who? Dog owners, dog lovers, and adventure seekers. That's the brand. That's what they're speaking to, and it comes across so easily. Watch the beginning. Ready?
Can you feel it?
Value prop, hard stop. You have the dog, you have the water on the shoe, main things to take away. Split screen keeps the eye in there. Are you watching top? Are you watching bottom? There's something for everyone. Storyline begins at 2 seconds. A little bit of maybe you are the person about to go outside, maybe you're the person that's about to start your day. Dog is there again, drive it home. Who's their speaking? Who's their buyer demographic? Dog owners. Running through the water, reiteration, dogs there, subtly recognizing that, hey, this shoe is for everything. 10 seconds in, major value prop highlight, machine washable. Put you back on the adventure. These shoes are comfortable. These shoes will withstand anything that you can throw at them. I love how they ended it with more of an action shot, something that I kind of pay attention to, skateboarding, and inclusiveness of multiple races. Really well done. Second 24, they close the entire storyline of having the animal at the end, at the beach, shoes a little bit dirty. And again, obviously as they end it with that call to action, very, very well done. This is a fantastic ad, whether you can put it top, middle, or bottom of funnel. It tells the entire story. This is a great ad. Everybody saw the news. This is $1 billion company. Do you think it might be important for you to follow what $1 billion company is doing on their paid social strategy? I think so. I think you should. So this is a little bit different. You may not have even thought about doing this. Maybe you are currently doing this. We have in our portfolio of brands between 6 to 12, they're leveraging this at middle to bottom of funnel. And this, my friend, is the meme play. Meme play is very unique to the personality that your brand might be having. By utilizing the humor in the culture of the product that they're selling, it's not selling anymore. It's just a piece of content that someone might enjoy, they might relate to it, and by chance, want to go and shop. What you're seeing as walking in gyms like, unbelievable meme. If you haven't watched Step Brothers, I'm sure you guys are missing out on a major happy point of your life. You wear Gymshark too? Did we just become best friends? It's subtle. Brings you back to the brand, shows you their humor. Very well done. I love this bottom and middle of funnel. If you're a brand that's looking to kind of test about how's your personality, how's it being resonated with, drop a nice organic piece of content that relates to your demographic and see the results. I promise you, you'll be pleasantly surprised. It's ads like these that absolutely make what I do every single day a true passion. When you get to see a brand, regardless of what it's a high production value or low production value. Remember, we talked about this before. It doesn't matter high or low. As long as you have a mixture of both and you're testing consistently, it's the only way to truly understand what's going to resonate with your demographic, what's going to make a purchase come to life from a consumer that is actually going to love your product and love your brand. Earlier, you saw a very, very different type of personality coming from this brand. And what I'm about to show you, well, I'm not even going to ruin it. It's going to be unbelievable. What did I just watch? Is this a Ferrari or is this a Razor? That is how you should be feeling as a consumer. That is why people are buying this product. At the end of the day, what is it? It's an electric razor. It's gonna sit in your bathroom. It's gonna do its job. But you want this one. This is a badass one. This is gonna make everybody want to manscape, for lack of a better term. First 15 seconds, you're gonna see all the value propositions that you need to understand. It's going to show it's skin safe, which is their technology around no nick ability. Then, without having to actually say it, which they do around second 20, the waterproof comes right into play with some nice spray on the product. Now, a lot of this is achieved product in studio, great lighting, and a lot of dynamic movement. You get the idea. They're going to roll through some of their value propositions, but the biggest thing that we're actually going to highlight here is the diversity of type of content that they're showcasing to, whether you're at the bottom or middle of funnel, or just a new demographic that they're trying to pull in that is not clicking on the humorous or personality field one. You might be more interested in the product itself or the differences that it is compared to another collaborative brand that they're trying to go against, right? Really depends on what you're trying to use to entice a consumer, because not one type of ad is going to work for everybody. And I would say the feeling that you're going to get ended with on this is an elevated feeling, high production value. It is definitely difficult to shoot this. You can get creative and do it on a lower scale, which we have a couple brands that do. But overall, it's just building trust with the consumer. They're definitely going to get their product. Very well done, Manscaped. Hats off to you guys. You guys always crush it. So let me make a very important point right now that I think is more applicable to a lot of different products, a lot of different brands that are in maybe a competitive field, right? You're in accessories, you are in automotive, you are in healthcare, you are in skincare. When you're trying to diversify a specific product, think back down to the subtleties of it. Think back down to the nuances that although it might not be unique to you and your product, you might take that stance, you might take that claim, right? I'm gonna show you a great way of another brand that we understand why they're in the first. We understand why they're winning. We understand why they are doing great things, have a lot of products to offer. Diff Eyewear. What I love about this ad, and that's something that's easy for you to call back, is there's such a subtle call to action that's consistently there, back in stock. Then it's gonna tie right back to the product, so that when they are searching, and obviously that this ad should lead right into the product page that they're going towards, maybe they're testing which page it is, maybe it's going to the collection page, and I need to understand where I just came from. A lot of people forget, they just clicked on an ad and now they're shopping. It's great to see that they're putting the product first. And you can see it's kind of it's looping around. A nice little trick that people aren't really noticing is the shorter the videos and the more frequent videos to completion is actually a major sign of, hey, this content's fantastic, lower CPMs, better impressions. Facebook is actually understanding your content's great. So dropping that down to maybe 6, 5, or 4 seconds and still getting major value props there is a big win. Look, unique reflective lenses, ultra flattening fit, and modern cat eye frame. Modern cat eye frame is the biggest, most value proposition here because that's just style that you might be looking for, or you might understand that might fit your face better. So you always have to call that out. You have to realize that this is just a lifestyle image. They just put text overlay and they made it big enough so that when you're looking at it on mobile, it's clear for you to read. Again, overall, a great video, especially middle to bottom of funnel. Well done, Diff. I understand. You did it. I hope you learned maybe one thing. We talked for potentially 4.5 hours. I don't really know, depending how slow you watched this, depending how fast I talked, and depending on what speed you kind of turned it up to. I know personally, I'm a 1.5 watcher. Send me something, I'm definitely not gonna be watching it at 1. For doing this, for being here, and for putting up with me, I have two secrets that I wanna share with you. The first one is called unicornads.com. We don't own this, no affiliation, but what it's gonna do, it's gonna give you a little bit of help across maybe the space that you're in. Are you in clothing, female care, male care, electronics, sports, outdoors, pets? It's an ad bank, it's inspiration. That's what you should be using. Maybe you don't know how to communicate clearly to your designers. Maybe you use an outsourced design agency that you need to collaborate a little bit better with. We find pulling examples from Unicorn Ads gives you a little bit more insight of to, hey, what do I want made, potentially? And the second one is the Ad Creative Bank. Now it does make you kind of put your information in, and it is from an agency, so you will get a couple of follow-ups there. But what it's gonna show you underneath, I'm so sorry you can't see it, is ad examples. That's important. If you get a little bit of inspiration, a little bit of creativity that's kind of inspires your creative department, or you as the founder, or you as the marketer, that's all you need sometimes to kind of reposition or re-put that product back into a new consumer. Overall, guys, I hope you learned 1 or 2 things. I'm Nick Shackelford, and we'll see you next time.
The Foundr mission is to help you create an ass-kicking business and help you learn straight from the mouths of world-class founders. Get your free printed edition of Foundr magazine featuring Sir Richard Branson. Just cover shipping and handling at foundr.com/Branson.